Muchos conocemos al mítico Rob Halford, vocalista de Judas Priest, y quien directamente dio la forma en que el cuero, el metal y los estoperoles directamente vendrían a vestir a las bandas en los años 80 con esta tendencia del heavy metal. Muchos no sabían directamente que esta tendencia visual y de vestimenta vendría por la tendencia sexual de Rob Halford. En los años 80 hasta 1998, él de forma sincera se destapa abiertamente acerca de este tema en MTV. Y vamos a platicar acerca de esta experiencia que, como un gran ser humano, fue directamente proporcionada en 1998. Veamos esta entrevista y regresamos.
Welcome back to the part of the show where I like to show you something different. The thing is that something is someone. Someone who last week came on the show to come out. A guy who was, well, still is a legend. He was hell-bent for leather. He is Rob Halford.
I think that most people know that I've been a gay man all of my life, and that it's only been in recent times that it's an issue that I feel comfortable to address. An issue that has been with me ever since recognizing my own sexuality. Something that I've been comfortable with forever. Something that I feel has a moment, and this is the moment to discuss it.
It took Rob Halford more than a quarter of a century to arrive at this moment, a period during which he fronted one of the hardest driving heavy metal bands of all time, Judas Priest. Working in an ultra-macho musical genre, the flamboyant Halford slyly turned Priest stage shows into camp spectacles filled with skin-tight S&M leather and roaring Harley motorcycles. And a generation of metalheads were duly impressed.
Breaking the law! Breaking the law!
In a famously ridiculous 1990 court case, Judas Priest was cleared of implanting sinister subliminal messages in the band's 1978 album, Stained Class, a record that allegedly led two teenage fans to attempt suicide. 2 years later, Halford left Judas Priest to form a new group called Fight. Lasted for 2 albums. Now Halford is back with another new group called Two, and a new determination to open up about his sexuality, something he says he couldn't have done during his days with Judas Priest.
I was constantly held back. I allowed myself to be intimidated, and I allowed myself to do certain things, and one of them was not to step forward and just come out as a gay person. A lot of homophobia still exists in the music world, in all kinds of music. I wouldn't say it's any more phobic in metal as it is in rap or, you know, whatever this music is that I'm doing now. But that's just something that I think we all have to address in our own lives. You know, if we have a problem with it, I think we should seek help and find out why we do have a problem with it. Because if you have a problem with gay and lesbian people, then maybe you have a problem on a racist level, maybe you have a problem on a religious level. I think that every individual should seek out their own humanitarian qualities and just be who they want to be and leave it alone, you know.
Although he's now completely candid about his sexuality, the subject doesn't turn up on the first album by his new band called Voyeurs, which will be out next month. However, longtime Priest fans may now want to dust off some of their old vinyl.
On the Two record, I never addressed the issue of sexuality, but if you want to go through your Priest collection, you'll be surprised to see how many innuendos, how many metaphors are used, some obvious and some not so obvious. Getting my message out for those people that care to explore that. There are as many gay metal fans as there are other fans of music. You know, we are everywhere, and that's the way it is. I think that it's difficult for everybody, you know, in making the decision to come forward and step out and be who you are, especially if you're a teenager. That's where a lot of the anxiety begins, And so maybe people like myself and others that do step in front of a camera and let the world know, maybe it's of some help, you know. It's that, well, there's an individual that has been successful, that's been able to achieve dreams and visions and goals in life, and not let the issue of sexuality be something to hold them back.
Surprised? Well, people do like surprises. You do, don't you? So stop, look, and listen, and remember, nothing.
Pues acabamos de escuchar las palabras honestas y sinceras de una persona que directamente con el corazón abierto al mundo expresa lo que tuvo que callar por muchos años. Hay que conocer que directamente en los años 80 esta música llamada heavy metal era una música de machos, era una música de hombres, era una música en la que desgraciadamente se discriminaba la tendencia sexual. Ahora vemos a un personaje que actualmente sigue dominando el mundo del metal y sigue siendo el metal good, pero en los años 90 sufría directamente muchos ataques en cuestión psicológica por este tema. Afortunadamente los tiempos han cambiado, la diversidad es más abierta que nunca y tenemos a un Rob Halford directamente listo para seguir haciéndonos rockear junto al cuero y el metal y Judas Priest por muchos años más. Te saludo, Lohan de Heavy Rock Nation Magazine, nos vemos en la próxima.